Hey, it's John Kenny Drive Time, 5 to 6 on a Saturday on Preston FM 103.2. Just chill out, man. Cool.
Good afternoon, this is John Kenny from the Preston FM studios. How are you doing this Saturday afternoon? Alan Harpy and I, a couple of computerised iRobots with digital vibes right through till 6pm. How are you doing, Harpy?
I'm back.
You're back from doing your homework?
I am.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yes.
And Ellen?
I don't mind doing the homework, it's having to carry that silly satchel and wear that silly cap that is me.
Did you take your flask and your sandwich box?
Ooh, bottle of milk at break.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. Lovely stuff. Now then, we've got some songs.
Yeah, we've got some by Queen, we've got the Beach Boys, we've got Mark Cohn, Todd Rundgren, Bob Dylan, Ry Cooder, Nick Lowe and Michael Bolton, to name but most of them.
Yeah. I don't know how we get them all in the studio. Bob, we just show.
It's getting very sweaty.
Bob.
It's getting very sweaty, I tell you.
And as always, we've got the Blues Shack and the Gospel Stable. So let's start things off with some Queen on Preston FM.
Here I stand, look around, you won't see, now I'm here, now I'm there, I'm just a new man. Yes, you made me live again. But baby, I was when you took my hand, and the light of the night burned bright. The people lost there didn't understand, but you knew my name on sight. Whatever came of you and me, America's new bride to be. Don't worry, babe, I'm safe and sound. Down in the dungeon, just creatures and me. Don't I love her so? She made me live again. Ooh, a thin moon, me in the smoke screen sky, with the beams of your love light chase. Don't move, don't speak, don't feel no pain, with the rain running down my face. Your matches still light up the sky, and many a tear lives on in my eyes. Down in the city, just Rupert and me. Don't I love him so? Don't I love him so?
That was Now I'm Here by Queen, and that was a top 20 hit for them in 1975.
Yeah, written by Brian May, astronomer extraordinaire.
Ah, yes, of course.
As well as plucking his plank.
His homemade plank.
His homemade plank, indeed.
Yes.
Him and his dad, wasn't it?
It was, indeed, yeah. Good old dad. That was off their third album, Sheer Heart Attack. Okay, let's go from that to something by the Beach Boys. Ba 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 ba.
You don't want me to harmonise, do you?
Quick, let's put the record on.
I think it'd be a very good idea.
Ba 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 baran. Ba 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 baran. Oh ba 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 baran. Ba 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 baran. Ba 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 baran. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, ba baran. Ba 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 baran. Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Barbara Ann, so I thought I'd take a chance with Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Barbara Ann. Ba 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 ba. Rock it up, baby. Taking it away. Hell, it's famous ashtray. He's really rocking. Scratch it, Carl. Scratch it, baby. Right over there. Oh, down low. Down lower. Tried Betty Lou. Tried Betty Lou. Tried Betty Lou. But I knew she wouldn't do it. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann.
That was the Beach Boys from 1965. That was a top 5 hit all around the world.
That sounds like the cue for a song.
All around the world. Oasis.
No idea. It just sounds like the cue for a song.
That was a cover version of The Regents. They were an early 60s kind of bubblegum band in America.
Oh, and of course we all knew them.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them.
Exactly. Well, even if they did name a park after them, I don't remember anything they did.
Did you know
No.
that printer ink is more expensive than champagne?
Just because I put one sheet of paper in the printer the wrong way up, you're never going to let me live it down, are you?
You know, we had the same problem with Mickey last week.
Yeah, but in this case,
Oh dear.
It didn't really matter because he'd drink either, and probably was doing.
Champagne with a mixer of printer ink.
Yes, we love you really, Mickey. I'm only taking the Mickey.
Now, another did you know,
No.
when they invented tin cans, they had to open them with chisels and hammers and stones for 50 years till they invented a tin opener.
So they could put food in the cans, but it was unusable by the time they got it out.
Yeah. It was 50 years afterwards that they invented a tin opener.
A bit like ready meals, really. They make them and completely inedible by the time you've done anything with them.
Except ready meals aren't sealed with lead.
No, they're made with horse instead.
Let's have something from Mark Conn now. This is Walking in Memphis.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. And Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
That was Mark Cohn there with Walking in Memphis off his very imaginatively entitled 1991 album, Mark Cohn. I was going to tell you what sort of voice and fingers he had, but Mr. Kenny told me I couldn't, so I won't. Anyway, here's a word from our sponsors, followed by Mr. Todd Rundgren.
Η Σπυριδούλα και ο Αποστόλης έφαγαν ένα πεπόνι, μπάτσι γουρούνια δολοφόνη, John Kenny.
Hey, this is John Kenny Drive Time on Preston FM 103.2. Just chill out, man. Cool.
103.2 Preston FM.
Keeping it local.
Last night I was feeling something wasn't right. There was not another soul in sight. Only you, only you. So we walked alone
And that was Todd Rundgren of his 72 album Something Anything, or as the Preston version was called, Summit Out. And whilst we're speaking about language, I must just mention at this point that first jingle that preceded Todd Rundgren, I have to say that's the now you may laugh.
Now then.
You may laugh, but I have to say
laugh.
that that's the truest thing that I've ever heard anybody say about John Kenny. And I'm sure anybody listening to me would agree with it. Anyway,
it's all Greek to me.
I believe you've got a useless fact for us.
Yes, it's Rick Wakeman's birthday today.
And how old is he? What? You have to know how old somebody is if it's the birthday, unless it's a lady. Come on, you can do the sums. He was born in 1949. That makes yeah.
Yes. See, we've got a clue there.
So, yeah, it's as good a clue as you're going to get.
Hang on.
No. 136. No.
Get to the square root of 4.
It's 4 years older than me, which makes him.
You nearly give you.
Yes. I'm not saying.
He was a famous session musician before he became a famous player in his own right.
Yeah.
And he played mellotron on David Bowie's single,
yeah,
Space Oddity.
Yeah. And then he became a famous grumpy old man.
Yes, he did. Yes. Ground control to Major Tom.
He's not here. He was an imaginary character.
No, well, he was our manager for a while.
No. Only in your head.
Now then, he got paid 9 quid. 9 old quid.
You can just imagine it, can't you? Oh, go on, give us the extra quid. Make it around tenner. No. Musicians' Union wouldn't let us do that, lad. You'd have to be a grade up. 9 quid it is, or note.
Now then, somebody who got paid a lot more than that was Todd Rundgren, who we just played, was the producer on which album? Mega selling album.
Was it Rubian's
Live from the broom cupboard?
Yes, I don't think it was.
Bat out of hell.
There's no need to be like that. I only said.
I think he earned more than 9 quid on that.
Yeah, I think he probably earned an awful lot more than 9 quid, as did everybody involved with it.
Yes, indeed. Now then, from the ridiculous to the sublime. Really? Yes.
I'm not singing yet, am I?
Not now, Arthur. This is Bob Dylan on Preston FM.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Ding, 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 ding.
We were just saying how quiet that was. You know, there'll be trouble when he turns that up.
Oh, what the just.
In fact, it was at Manchester Free Trade Hall that the live album, when somebody shouted out, Judas, when he'd gone electric.
I didn't realise it was Manchester.
It was, yeah.
And I remember, well, I was going to say I remember the story, but the recording of that has been well played.
It certainly has.
Yes, he went down okay. Because he actually went electric part way through the set, didn't he?
Well, over the course of the tour, he was going, half and half, but going more electric. And he had the band backing him.
Not just a band.
No, the band.
The band.
Robbie Robertson.
Yeah, the band. Probably better known for The Weight, which, of course, was one of the epic tunes from Easy Rider, which was one of the best collections of songs of that era. Really was. I mean, everybody had the Easy Rider soundtrack in the collection because it's got some great tracks on.
Okay, let's go into the gospel stable.
Yeah, almighty. You join us now for that soulful time when the late Reverend John Kenny is going to share with you a gospel song that is close to his heart and maybe yours too. So here goes with a little old tune that I hope will bless you. Amen. Take it away, Reverend John.
On the last show I played Andre Crouch, Jesus is the Answer. And this week I'm going to play something by Richard Tomlinson and tell you some more about it afterwards. This is called 3 Hours Past Noon.
40 days in the wilderness, 40 nights from home, running round in emptiness. Where can I go? Where can I go? Roses bloom in the desert, torn in two. Roses bloom in the desert. 3 hours past noon, 3 afternoon, 3 hours past noon. Roses bloom in the desert, torn in two. Roses bloom in the desert. 3 hours past noon. 3 afternoon. 3 hours past noon.
That was 3 hours past noon, and that was written by Richard Tomlinson and David Stock Baird. And I had to ask Richard what 3 hours past noon meant, and he said it was the time that Jesus was nailed to the cross. Now, Richard is
An old friend of ours,
he is indeed.
although much younger than us. So not quite old in that. Yeah. Yes, it's been very nice recently to be playing with him again. 'Cause he was one of the original members of Rubian, of course.
And recorded the first album with us.
Yeah.
Fabulous keyboard player.
Yeah.
Now, he wrote this with David Stock Baird in about 2002. David was the vocalist, and the guitars were done by David Lowry, and the whole thing was put together and produced by Richard. They also played in a band called the Underwater Gypsies. So if you want to know anything more about Richard Tomlinson's work, get in touch with us here at the station.
Yeah, and from one great musician to another. This is Mr. Ry Cooder.
Man, I'm gonna tell you my story.
Go on, tell about it. Go on, tell about it.
Just what I've been doing.
What you been doing, bro?
Well, you know, now I used to be particular about the women that I picked. Yeah, they used to be tender, lean, and tall. That's all. But the way things has been going, I take them knock-kneed and bow-legged.
What?
I'll even take them bald.
Oh, no, man.
I'll tell you why.
Please tell me why.
Every woman I know is crazy about an automobile. Every woman I know is crazy about an automobile. And here I am standing with nothing but rubber heels. Hey, hey, every woman I know crazy about an automobile. Oh, every woman I know crazy about an automobile. And here I am standing with nothing but rubber heels. Now look here. Let's say walking women home is a thing of the past. Women wants to ride and ride around in class. Some like Cadillacs, boys. Some like Fords. And some like anything as long as it rolls. Crazy about an automobile. That's right. And yeah, I am standing with nothing but rubber heels. And here I am standing with nothing but rubber heels. One more thing I want to tell you. Say that riding and loving just can't be beat. You and your woman in your own front seat. Now she can play with your keys, shift your gears, and turn on your radio just loud enough to hear. Now she can turn up your heat and flip on your fan, and then you start rolling just as fast as you can. Crazy about an automobile. Alright. And here I am standing with nothing but a rubber heel. Well, every woman I know crazy about an automobile. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Here I am standing with nothing but a rubber heel. Man, when I get some money, I just got to get me some kind of automobile. You don't seem like the women in this town just don't pay no attention to you unless you're driving. Man. Hey, look at that big, fine Buick over there. Ooh, I like that one. Say, now look like someone left the keys in it. Well, let's take a ride. Ooh, nothing but a rubber heel.
On 103.2 FM.
From Goosner to Grimser.
And Frenchwood to Farringdon Park.
It's your community.
Your radio.
Your Preston FM.
Well, before the jingle there was one of my favourite guitarists, Ry Cooder, and that was Crazy About an Automobile from the 1980 album Why Don't You Try Me Tonight? And why don't you indeed? I've got to advertise myself somehow.
Yeah, let me know. Don't give up your day job.
No, I shan't.
This next tune is Nick Lowe. This is a cracking little tune called Cracking Up.
Cracking up, I'm getting ready to go. Had enough, I can't take any more. No pills that I can take. This is too real, and there ain't no escape. It scared the daylight, it make a nightmare. I'm tense and I'm nervous. Everybody all around me shaking hands and saying howdy. I don't think it's funny no more. Cracking up like a worn out shoe. Ain't wet, but the world leaking through. I'd run, but I find no pace. I laugh, but it's wrecking me, wrecking me. It make a shiver, it make a shake, it make a monster, just like an earthquake. Everybody having fun. I don't know how they can carry on, 'cause I don't think it's funny no more. Time, a crack of dawn, it comes upon me without warning. If I were gone then I would shoot. I'd tear the head out by the root. I'd make a knife out of an ocean, all at sea in an ocean of emotion. I don't think it's funny no more. I don't think it's funny no more. Cracking up, I don't
Oh, man.
What are you laughing at? I don't think it's funny no more.
Me cracking up.
What was that one called, John?
Cracking up.
Yeah, it was, of course, Nick Lowe.
From 1979.
Yeah, off the album
Labour of Lust.
Yes, and I'm sure you could tell from listening to that in fact the band playing on that were Dave Edmunds and Rockpile.
Dave Edmunds, what did he do?
He played on that track.
Girl Talk.
Oh, he did all sorts of stuff. He's one of those people who's been involved in just about everything under the sun, but you don't necessarily know about it.
He produced an album by Dion, King of the New York Streets. Fantastic album.
Yeah. Never really heard that one, I have to admit.
I shall have to lend you that one.
Thank you.
Or even email it to you.
Oh, aren't we getting modern?
Now that you've taught me how to do it.
And also elsewhere on that album was Elvis Costello and the Attractions.
Let's go into the Blues Shack, shall we?
I think we better have.
It's time for the John Kenny Blues Shack. Alright.
Can we clean that Blues Shack out? It's full of cobwebs. I'm covered in them now. Really? Go on.
You reckon we should dust our broom?
Oh, very good.
Yes, one for Blues Anoraks there. Now then, last time on the Blues Shack we played Red House by Jimi Hendrix. Oh, awesome stuff. This time we're going way back. This is something by Albert Hammond, and this is called Boogie Woogie Stomp. Stuff there from Albert Hammond.
I bet his fingers were smoking.
Yeah, they said that he sat stock still at the piano while he rocked away.
Really?
So still, in fact, they could balance a glass of water on his head.
Why would they want to do that?
That was from the boogie woogie craze that was sweeping America in the 1930s, and he recorded a version of Swanee River Boogie, which sold 1 million copies back in 1936.
That's an awful lot of copies.
That's quite
still is a lot of copies.
It is. It certainly is, yeah. That was by Albert Hammond, and we were just saying that Albert Hammond recorded a song called The Free Electric Band.
Yes, and now they're all very expensive. One of the few things that hasn't come down in price recently.
Every little helps.
Those electric televisions and electric computery things, they've come down, but electric bands, goodness me.
Anyway, talking of electric bands and free electric bands, here's that track.
I don't trust them myself, you know.
Why is that, eh?
Them electric bands.
Why is that, eh?
I reckon they're dangerous. I stick to the rubber ones myself.
I thought you were going to say you didn't trust Albert Emmons.
No, it's them electric bands.
No, because you know that other song what he wrote?
The other one.
Yeah, like It Never Rains in Southern California.
It's a lie, that.
That's an untruth.
An untruth.
Yes, because I've been there.
Yeah, did you get wet?
Oh, I did.
Oh. Well, there you go.
And then the sun came out.
Lovely.
Yeah, because them little green apples.
Lovely. Ooh, and oranges.
Yeah.
Lots of oranges.
Florida oranges.
Indeed. I thought I was the only mad one here. Anyway.
Yes, that was
rushing onwards.
Oh yes, sorry, yes. Back with you. From 1973 that was.
That's a very long time.
Lovely little thing it was too.
I was nearly young then.
I was nearly born.
Yeah. I was nearly coming of age. I was nearly married.
Now then, you were telling me about Knotlob and parrot sketches.
Yes, but it wasn't about Michael Knotlob. I mean Bolton.
Is that a clue?
Could be.
For the next song. Now, dear Michael, you see, he wrote this song called Love is a Wonderful Thing, which we're going to play next. And it really is a wonderful thing. I want to tell you folks.
Oh my goodness me.
But unfortunately...
He's gone all deep.
Michael allegedly, he nicked the melody off the Isley Brothers.
Hey, you keep throwing these accusations about. You mean borrowed?
Sorry, yes.
That's the second time I've had to correct you.
In fact,
we don't want the lawyers involved. They're too expensive.
In fact, it's too late for that because he got sued for $5 million.
Yeah, well, he might try and get his money back off us. So shh.
Shh.
He do well.
Yeah, play the song quick.
Right. Okay, hang on. Where's that? I'm just going to sharpen the needle.
This is Michael Knotlob, and Love is a Wonderful Thing on Preston FM.
Love is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Love is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
That was Michael Bolton from 1991 off his Time, Love and Tenderness album. Love is a wonderful thing.
Indeed it is, but we've run out of time.
Just wanted to tell you that Noddy Holder's at the Charter Theatre tonight, doing a one-man show. So if you're quick, you can get some tickets.
And for all you out there, if you want to get involved in Preston FM, go and have a look on the website. There's things to do, ways you can involve yourself, and I'll leave you to find those for yourself. Meanwhile, we'd love to hear from you. When's the next show, Johnny boy?
Well, we're on every other Saturday now, so it's 2 weeks from today, same time, same channel, Saturday the 1st of June from 5 till 6 p.m.
Lovely, so thanks for listening.
Thanks for sharing.
You didn't share your chocolate with me.
Listen, come back in 2 weeks, we'll have new tunes and chocolate. Good night, God bless.
Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love, sweet love. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine,